Hi there, John McCarthy, first assistant golf professional here at the Lakes Country Club. Wanted to talk to you today about a little tip that I think could be useful for all golfers. Today we're going to talk about the flop shot. Now the flop shot, I will say, is a shot that is a little higher difficulty level. This is not the easiest shot on the course. That's why a lot of golfers probably don't use it. So what I'll talk about today are the differences both in setup and impact position that we need to create when we're trying to execute a successful flop shot. So first off, what situation would this be useful, right? We don't need to use the flop shot on every chip shot, and I would say that you probably shouldn't. But if we look at this shot here today, this is one of those situations that warrants a flop shot. I look here at the bunker in front of me. I need to carry over it, and I don't have a whole lot of green to work with. So that requires a shot that travels high in the air, lands soft on the green, and doesn't run out a whole bunch. Okay, so that is a flop shot. That's what we need to do here. So with a normal chip shot, right, that doesn't require a lot of height and we can run it out a little bit, the crux of that shot, when we set up for that particular shot, the ball's back in our stance, our hands are slightly ahead, and that creates a forward-leaning shaft angle. And that is good for just about 98% of your chip shots, right? So what we do on a regular chip shot is we take the club back, we hinge, and as we come through, we hold that hinge, and that's so we can create this forward-leaning shaft angle. Now the difference between a regular chip shot and the flop shot is going to be impact position, okay? With the flop shot, the main difference between a regular chip shot and a flop shot is the moment of impact. We want that shaft to be straight up and down, right? We don't want to be severely hands forward, and because that de-lofts the club and produces a lower flighted shot. So in order to get that ball nice and high up in the air and maintain that loft of the club face as we go through the ball, at impact, we need that shaft to be straight up and down, or even, I would venture to say, slightly leaning away from the target, because that way it maintains the loft of the face through impact and helps that ball to get up nice and high. Okay, so this is what we're going to do to help produce that nice high ball flight. Rather than playing that ball back in our stance, I might play it middle, right, or even slightly forward of center. Okay, and again, that setup position helps me keep that face open through impact. Okay, so from here, once I execute this shot, I'm going to hinge my wrists, and in order to achieve that nice straight up and down shaft angle, once I hinge, I'm actually going to release the club through impact. Rather than hinge and hold, right, I'm going to hinge and release. And what that'll do is that'll help me maintain that proper impact position, get the ball up nice and high, land soft, and not a lot of run. So it should look something like this. I'm John McCarthy, and that's how you hit the flop shot.